Hey, this is Jules. This is 21 days to make a fitness habit. I'm going to go through in this video what exactly the routine is, how it works, what you're going to need, and ultimately why you should do it. So I actually wrote a script for all of this because I was like, oh, I really need to get across like all these points and stuff like that. But I just sounded like a bit of an idiot recanting all this stuff when actually it's super, super simple. Basically, in its very, very simplest terms, it's a 21-day program to make a habit, to basically convince your brain and show your brain that fitness equals endorphins, which ultimately makes you feel better, right? If you do it for 21 days, your brain's gonna know that that's actually a possibility and something that can happen. And you can also tell yourself then, if I work out, I feel better. Now, this is the key to sticking with fitness. And really, the most important thing is consistency. In fact, it doesn't matter if you do this, it doesn't matter if you do anything else. It's just turning up and doing something. Like, that's the most important thing. Not a lot of other people will tell you that. It actually really doesn't matter what you do. You can still get those endorphins from pretty much most things. Anyway, this one is extra fun, obviously. The program is 20 minutes for 21 days. And basically, it works on the assumption that every single person can find 20 minutes in a day. Like, you definitely can. If you really want to commit to something, you can definitely find 20 minutes somewhere where you can do this workout. Committing to the 21 days is just going to reap so many rewards because you're going to be able to tell yourself that you feel better about yourself if you go and work out. And honestly, that really is the key to sticking with fitness. I wanted to make this a little bit special. I didn't want to make a workout program where I'm like, oh, hey, like just do this workout like 7 times and watch this video however many times, and then that's the program. What I've done and what I wanted to do was to create 21 bespoke videos for every step and every day for the 21-day program. Now, the reason for this is that I want to be able to take you on that journey from the very beginning of introducing like these moves and stuff, and then going all the way through to 21 days. Now, as we work through the program, I am adapting the moves. I'm changing the workout ever so slightly as we go along to either increase like reps, frequency, range of motion, but very, very gradually because it's over the course of 21 days. So I might, change one little move like this day and this one a different day. So it basically means that very slowly and gradually you're building up your strength and like your endurance and kind of like your cardio fitness as we go along. So that's been the plan. It's been a really fun journey shooting all these. I'm really excited for you to try them out and to let me know what you think. The reason why I wanted to do this 21-day program was because I did a really similar thing, and it was the thing that really changed my entire kind of fitness journey. It was the thing that made me stick with it from that point on, because committing to the 21 days and seeing how far you come, like leveling up as you go, was like so impactful to me. And it just really, from that point on, I had no problem getting out of bed and going to the gym, or getting out of bed and then going do like a workout, like video or whatever. It was so bizarre. It just really changed the sort of like brain chemistry around fitness. And that's sort of what I wanted to create for you guys, basically, to like have that, hopefully that same experience where you're going to come out at the end of it being like, oh, and like I did 21 days, I committed to it, and I can really feel the difference now. And fitness is so important. Like, as someone who's had depression their entire adult life and really struggled with it for a very, very long time, this really sort of helped with that an awful lot. Whereas before I used to be like spiral and like stay at home and feel really, really terrible all the time. Now, and like after doing this sort of program, I knew that if I got out of bed and I did something, if I did a little bit of exercise, I would feel really, really different. And instead of staying at home and still feeling the same and still feeling terrible all day, because it just nothing happens during the day. You're like, eating pizza and watching TV and you're like, oh, I'm disgusting. And then you just feel terrible more. But if you actually get up and go and like work out, suddenly kind of your perspective changes. And even if it's this much, it's still better than nothing, So you're not going to need any equipment, like maybe like a mat or something if your floor's quite hard, and that's it. It's all going to be body weight. You aren't going to need any weights or any other equipment other than just yourself. And yeah, honestly, I really believe this is going to be the funnest workout you've ever done, because I haven't found anyone who's made a fitness program the way I have. There are similar ones, but like nothing quite to the degree that I've taken it. So yeah, I'm excited for you to try it. One of the most important things is to stretch as well before all of these videos. So I'm sure you do probably have some sort of stretch routine that you normally do if you do fitness already. If you don't, I have made a bespoke kind of stretch video. Now, these are the stretches I do every single time before I work out. As I've got older, I've added things to it, like, you know, things for kind of mobility, like my hips, my knees, like different stuff like that, because yeah, like flexibility and, you know, being kind of mobile and keeping all of your joints in good health is just really important to do anyway, like just to do every day if you can. And also, like, the more we kind of get into the workout and the trickier the kind of moves will get, the more important it is to make sure that you're fully kind of warmed up and kind of loose and limber, because this is going to be a workout that's going to kind of challenge your mind, and it's also going to really challenge your body to move in different ways. So yeah, definitely be stretching is pretty important. I mean, for any workout, it's just really important. So yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty straightforward. So it's 21 videos, 20 minutes a day, all body weight. It's going to be really fun. I'm coming with you from like day, well, 0 all the way till the end. I've also snuck in a secret code word in some of the workouts that will lead to a unlisted and solely for you workout that I've made just for people who take part in this 21-day program. So yeah, keep your ears out for the code word. Okay, I don't know, I like making things Easter eggy, I guess. If this is your first time kind of encountering Game to Train, I'm assuming some of you might have heard of it before and maybe some of you haven't. If you want to know a little bit of the backstory, so my name's Jules. I've been doing Game to Train for like a bunch of years. Last time I was like really heavily active with Game to Train was during lockdown. I was doing, oh my God, like 5 live classes a day for like 6 weeks. Then I took a couple of weeks off and then I did another like 4 weeks. It was a lot of live classes basically during lockdown. In hindsight, it was a lot. But it was really fun. And there's a really, really lovely Game to Train Discord community that you can kind of get involved with, which I'll link in the info below. But yeah, all I wanted to do was to make a fitness program that was fun and wasn't just, hey, do 20 of these or hey, do 10 of that sort of thing. And also I never really found anything. There were cool things that I love about video game characters that I thought, oh wow, you know, actually all of them have these kind of different character tropes and types that are all completely different types of workout. And that was kind of where it started. And then I was like, actually, I can make this better than just, oh, hey, you're an assassin. It's all speed and agility. So I designed the moves basically as well. So the moves are things that I've created that are thematically linked to different characters or specific characters. So it's really fun to make. Like, I have such a riot designing all this. And there's something really entertaining about understanding if you move your body in a certain way, what the benefits are. So here's an example. Everyone hates burpees, like super boring, awful, who wants that, right? So I'll take parts of burpees and maybe compound them with something else, but make it more about, you know, avoiding being shot at. Or instead of kind of doing like squat jumps, I'll compound it together with something else. And it'll be about kind of like climbing a tower where you have to like grab a ledge and then shimmy across and do all these different things. And actually, when you kind of look at it in that way, suddenly you're like, actually, that's really, I want to be able to pull up a ledge. That's great, you know? So there's lots of kind of different ways you can do it, just to sort of make it a bit more interesting and a bit more fun and a bit more like you can understand what the real world benefit of these moves are. And then ultimately, you know, I want you to be like, really happy with the way that your body moves and know that you can move it in different and interesting ways, because we do get kind of set in our ways of kind of sitting in chairs and stuff like that where we don't really challenge ourselves. And then when you're outside, you're like, oh, I don't know about that, because you're a bit like, I'm not sure if I can. But I want you to know that you can, because you totally can. You know, our bodies are really, really amazing and they are really capable of doing so many things. And yeah, so creating something that's just a bit more kind of mentally and physically challenging, but in a fun way, was kind of always, it was always sort of the aim. So yeah, I'm really excited to do this program and get a whole load of new people kind of getting involved, because honestly, it's really fun. So yeah, that's kind of it. I would say if you have the cash, one thing that's also really helps you work out more is getting yourself some nice clothes to work out in. When I first started, I just used to wear any old crap, like really holy t-shirts, whatever. But actually having something that you feel really nice in makes you want to get dressed and go and work out. And it's lots of little things that you can do to kind of like not trick yourself, but also trick yourself into working out is all good, really. And look, I'm so excited that you have decided to like, you know, commit to this journey. I think it's amazing that you're choosing to do that. And I feel deeply honored that you trust me with that journey as well, because honestly, I'm really passionate about this. I'm really excited to find out what you think. I'm really excited to hear how you feel at the end of it. And honestly, if you want or need anything, like message me, drop something in the comments or whatever, potential, you know, workouts that you'd like to see in the future. If you've really enjoyed it, that would be really fun. I do love designing the workouts. It's like an absolute riot. I'm so excited to get started. So tomorrow, or well, whenever you decide to hit play on day one, be ready. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to take you through the whole thing. You can commit to 20 days for 21 days. And I promise you, you're going to feel so good if you do it and you stick with it. All right, come on, let's do it.